also?
Yeah, I'll talk to the brother. So we out here teaching, King Matthew 15 and 24. We out here teaching the lost sheep of the house of Israel, brother. Now, the world, mainstream Christianity is a lie. You see yourself on this sign?
Yeah.
Where you at, brother? Where you at? What about the top? I don't know, the brother, you know.
I'm black.
So-called black?
Yeah.
Now, black, the word, you believe in the Bible?
Yeah.
The word black is not referred to as a nation in the Bible. It's referred to like a skin color. The so-called blacks are the Israelites the Bible speaks of. And that's who the Lord was sent to. But you know, what's John? You know John 3:16?
Never heard of
It's all right. Well, it's that world is the people under the sun. But I'm gonna show you when the Lord came in the form of a body, He came and died for His people. So I'm gonna show you real quick. Right?
All right, this is Matthew 15 and verse number 24.
Right?
And read what he answered and said.
It's red letter. It's a KJV Bible. We're reading the normal Bible, KJV. Red letter when the Lord speaks. Go ahead.
But he answered and said,
Right?
I am not sent,
The Lord was only sent on this earth. Go ahead.
but unto the lost sheep of the house of
So
Israel.
this Bible is very exclusive. It's literally our history book. It's a record. It's literally a record of the so-called Black and Hispanic history. Because if I was to ask you, prior to, you familiar with slavery?
Yes.
Prior to slavery, where was we?
And migration.
You said what?
You said
Like prior to us coming over here from the west coast of Africa, prior to that, what was our history? What was we taught? But that's not true.
Christianity.
No, I'm gonna show you.
Enlighten me.
I'll pray. That's what we out here to do. I'm gonna show you what the Lord called you for. Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Now this is the book of Deuteronomy to the 7 and verse number 6.
This prior to slavery and captivity. This is how the Lord looked at it. It still looks at it. But this is what we knew. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 7 and verse number 6. For thou art an holy people.
Right. You know about Moses
Yes, sir.
and Aaron in Egypt. What was we doing in Egypt? We were slaves, and the Lord delivered us out of Egypt, and we entered into a covenant and promises with Him. And this is what the Lord said to us. Go ahead.
He said, for thou art an holy people.
We're a holy people, meaning we're not to do wherever we dwell at, we're not to do what everybody else do. The word holy is different, set apart. Go ahead.
Unto the Lord thy God.
And thy is possessive, showing you that the God of the Bible, He has one nation of people that He deals with, the Israelites. He's the God of Israel. Go ahead.
The Lord thy God
Right.
have chosen thee
So the Israelites, go ahead.
to be a special people
Right?
unto himself,
Uh-huh.
above all the people that are upon the face of the earth.
Now, someone would say that would be racist. But what did the Lord just say?
So he's saying there's a specific special people.
Right. Above everybody on the earth. It's these people, it's us. And then we're gonna show how we came to that fact. Because again, you know what I want, right? Let's go to the curses for the brother. If I say anything you don't understand, I'm gonna move too fast. Or if you got a question, let me know. Go ahead, get. Get 15.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse number 15.
Well, get one.
All right, Deuteronomy 28 and verse number 1.
Uh-huh.
It says, but it shall come to pass,
Uh-huh.
if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy
Now
God,
when the Lord delivered the Israelites out of Egypt, if we listen, go ahead.
to observe and to do his commandments,
Uh-huh.
which I commanded this day,
Right?
that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all the nations of the earth.
Right, now the Lord would have set us high above all nations on the earth. But did we listen? No, we're up. These people, do you agree that these people are below everybody? We're the most
What do
impoverished.
you mean, like on top? What do you mean?
Like, for example, we will have a military, we will own banks, we will have our own sovereignty, land, constitution, anything you think about. Are we the most, or do we fill up the prison houses? Or do our women fill up the abortion clinics?
Like, as in this
As a
reality
nation?
now?
Yeah,
I'll say yeah.
we're at the bottom, right?
Kind of yeah.
Yeah, for the most part. Now you have a very small remnant of our people that are well off, but how do they get that money? What do they do to get that money? We know they did some things that shouldn't be spoken of.
Yeah.
For the most part.
I don't want to say we all at the bottom though, because that's kind of like negative. I feel like we just, I don't know.
We at the bottom, brother.
But
As
like,
a whole, yeah, as a whole
collective,
as a whole
like,
collective.
the agenda, yeah.
but mind you, it's not always gonna be like that. The only reason it is like that is because we turn from our power.
But you don't think we gotta go to that though,
What?
To like you know, like people have to want to find it. Nowadays, people don't want.
No.
They don't want that.
No, because and for one, the way of God was taught by our slave master. It's not taught from our brothers' perspective.
Yeah.
So we showing our people. Remember, that's why I started off. mainstream Christianity was taught to us on the plantation. Right? Again,
Where's Caesar?
we was taught what Caesar. Caesar always trying to hide. They gave us this. This is not the Messiah. You do know that, right? Well, we're gonna get to him in a second, but I also read you a couple curses. I'm gonna get to one. But the whole, this image deceived the whole world though. Brother just came up. We showed him and he said, this Jesus. To this day, you got 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old girls and boys that think, are people that think this is the Messiah. We'll get to him in a second though. Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse number 15.
Get 15. Go ahead.
15. But it shall come to pass,
Right?
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
So hearken meaning here, don't listen. Go ahead.
to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day,
Right?
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
And these curses, when you read the 46th chapter, a verse, they was going to be upon us forever. So if the Lord left a sign or a token, we always like to say a breadcrumb, to find out who the true children of Israel are. Now we're gonna read some of his curses, and the Lord didn't make that much nation of people. You got the so-called Chinese man. When you read the Bible, he was in Moab, and the Japanese would be Ammon, the Iranians would be Ishmael, the dark-skinned Africans they come from Ham. So the Lord didn't make that much nation of people. So it's really not that hard to decipher and to figure out who the Lord is talking about. So we're gonna and who else we never the East Indian man.
Like, who do you feel like he's talking about?
I'm gonna let you tell me. Go ahead.
It says, curse shalt thou be in the city.
Every city that we say every city that we live in, is it blessed? Look at all major cities. Let's just talk about Greenville. Are we blessed in Greenville?
There's homeless people out here.
Not even
People
homeless.
that party all day.
I'm thinking about let's get away from downtown. Let's go all the way down to 50th Street. Think about down there.
How are they?
Huh?
How are they?
You never been down there?
How they been here for like a year?
Are you in school?
Yeah.
Well, one day drive down there.
What goes on? It's mad?
It's bad.
Oh shit.
Where you from?
I'm from Pennsylvania.
Are you from Philly?
Nah, Pittsburgh.
Well, oh, okay.
Philly's
How's Philly?
uh,
Are we blessed in Philly?
it's a low frequency.
Yeah. That's that low. Another word for low frequency is curses in the Bible. It's crazy in Philly. What about Delaware, Connecticut, Baltimore, Chicago, New York?
It's bad everywhere.
Mainly where our people is. Now the world is messed up because we're not in rulership. But the Lord said we will be cursed in the city. All we know is, like you said, low frequency or the curses. So we're cursed in the city. Go ahead.
And curse shalt thou be in the field.
What fields was we cursed in as a nation of people? As slaves. Now, who else was cursed as slaves? Now, all throughout history, you did have other people that was enslaved. But when you think of slavery as a national level, it has never happened to a nation of people how it happened to us. Because we the Israelites. So that's 2 curses. Let's read another one. Get verse 26.
Verse number 26.
All right?
And thy carcass shall be meat unto all the fowls of the air.
Carcass is a dead body. The Lord said our body was going to be food to the birds of the air. Go ahead.
And unto the beasts of the earth. And no man shall fray them away.
And nobody was going to fray them. We hung for days as scare tactics. So we wouldn't run, so we wouldn't buck up against the slave master. These are curses that was put on the Lord's people for disobedience. But not forever. All we need is the elect to repent and come back to the laws of the Most High and the faith in His Son. We will be on top in the future. We're not always going to be down. And this still happens. This literally still happens to this day. A lot of our trucker brothers, they go up there. What?
This is verse number 28. It says, therefore, thou shalt serve thy enemy.
Anybody that's not on our side is our enemy. According to God, we serve our enemies. How?
Which the Lord shall send against thee. In hunger,
and we want food,
and in thirst,
we want clothes,
and in nakedness,
something to drink, and for clothes. Go ahead.
And in the want of all things.
Right.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Who had yokes of iron on their neck?
I know it's a metaphor.
No, it's plain. Who had chains on their neck? Us. Now remember, we started off, who the Lord, the Lord's talking to the children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Gad, Reuben, Issachar, Manasseh, all so forth and so on, right here. The children of Israel. Go ahead.
It said he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Until what?
Until he have destroyed you.
And we're destroyed. We go to these schools. We're not taught the truth according to the Bible. We graduate with a master's and a bachelor's or whatever, never knowing how our God-given nationality. We you know, we'll settle down, have a family, but we'll still call ourselves black. Nobody is black. That term white and black was invented. You look up in 1681, it was called the Virginia Law. A so-called white man invented the term white. So we wouldn't marry white women. I mean, so a black man couldn't marry a white man. Look up 1681, the Virginia Law. The term was just invented white. Nobody's white, nobody's black. The white people are the Edomites, and we're the Israelites. Everybody has a God-given nationality. What you gonna say?
Okay, you basically answered
Right.
that.
Everybody has a God. And then you got to do just a little research to prove what we're saying. You don't have to do much digging. You just got to have somebody tell you to do it. You look it up. For example, the Persians in the Bible. I don't want to stray too far from the Persians, but the nation of Persia is in the Bible. In 1948, the Iranians changed their name from Persia to Iran, just in 1948. So when you read about Persia in the Bible, it's the modern day Iranians. So everybody has a God-given nationality. It's right here in the Holy Bible. So go ahead.
Verse number 54. So that the man that is tender among them and very delicate.
Like, cause we had a lot of brotherly love. That's gone now. A lot of that, it's rare to see a group of brothers that love each other. And it's really predicated on the music we listen. We act out the music that we listen to. That music is deaf music. Go ahead.
It says, and very delicate. His eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
The Lord gave us an evil eye to each other.
Yeah.
So to the point, you'll never know a brother. You'll never met him. And you stare at a brother for too long, and all of a sudden y'all fight. Yeah. That's not really, that doesn't happen with the other nations. Automatically you see a brother and you just hate him.
So why it happened with ours?
Because remember, for disobedience.
Who we disobeyed?
Yahweh, the one true God who the world calls Jehovah.
How do we disobey?
We don't keep his commandments.
What about everybody else?
Well, we don't. And listen, we'll get to them. But but listen, that's what got us put in for disobedience. Because what everybody else did was serve other gods, and we literally said that. We said, look, well, the Lord literally commanded us. He said, look, I want you to do this so you don't be like everybody else. But we didn't listen, and we wanted to learn like everybody else. So then we started serving idols and false images. Then we started doing the things they did, and the Lord said, okay, you want to be like them? Well, serve them now. That's exactly what happened. He said, are you so intrigued? Here it is, the Lord did beautiful things for us. He sent the 10 plagues. Right? He turned the water into wine. He turned the blood into water. Right? He killed the firstborn in Egypt. The 10 plagues. He did all that for us. And not a short time after, what did we do? We served a golden calf, an idol. Because we didn't have no faith. So the Lord said, oh, y'all don't want to serve me. Now we serve with our enemy and we're learning faith. So go ahead.
It says, and toward the wife of his bosom.
Look, our relationships don't last long amongst our women right now. They're not in the right state of mind. Our women are bad off. Go ahead.
And for the remnant of his children.
And the majority of our men, the so-called black and Hispanic, you know your father growing up? Yeah. All praise to the Most High. The majority of our people don't. And that's a hurt. Go ahead.
It says, which he shall leave.
The so-called black and Hispanic Native American man was known for leaving his kids, which he shall leave. Can you get assurance? I think it's like 61. I always forget it.
This verse is 66.
66.
And
yeah.
thy life shall hang in doubt before thee. And thou shalt fear day and night.
Right? We have no assurance of our life in Babylon or America. These cops get behind us, we don't be like, oh, I got this. I got my lawyer on speed dial. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get out and ask him why he pulling me over. Our hands on the wheel, 9-3. You reach what you're reaching for. The other nation's not like that. We have no assurance of our life here. Go ahead.
And thou shalt have no assurance of thy life.
No assurance of our life. Go ahead.
In the morning, thou shalt say, what God it were evening.
Right.
And at evening, thou shalt say, what God it were morning.
Right.
For the fear of thine heart, for which thou shalt fear.
Right.
And for the sight of thy eyes,
which thou shalt see.
Which thou shalt see.
Now give verse 68. So we have no assurance of our life. And for example, these rapes keep happening on this campus. Who's doing it? You know why we don't know? Because it's their people. Who's most? Because I looked up, ECU got a long history of rape. They're raping, our women are being raped on this campus. That's why it's not broadcast like that. Now, can I prove it? No. I'm for sure they know who it is. They do. That's why it's under wraps. Somebody in power is doing it. Somebody's allowing it to happen. Now, I've been following it since we've been out teaching. It's not coming out because it's our women. More than likely. Because imagine if it was a so-called white woman. What would happen? All hell would break loose. All hell would break loose. But it's our women. Again, ECU has a long history of rape. You look it up. I've been looking at it. I'm waiting for it to come out. But why is it not coming out? Because it's most likely our women. You go on WIT and you look it up. It was like a protest last year. It's our women. And they know, man. They know. But again, the Lord, not to stray off into that, but the Lord sees and the Lord gonna get up there. Go ahead.
Verse number 68.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So how did we get here, brother? How did we get to America? Shit. And the Bible literally gonna say that. And remember, we was in Egypt, we built in pyramids. Now, scholars will tell you that the Anunnaki, some people came down and built. No, we built these pyramids. The Israelites. When you read Exodus, it says we was over there building with brick and mortar. We wasn't just building. What was we building? We building pyramids. So Egypt simply just means slavery or bondage. And the Israelites was in various captivities over time. Look it up. We was in a Greek captivity, Persian, but no captivity was bad like Egypt. They fed our babies to gators in Egypt. Right? It was cruel in Egypt. The Egypt, Exodus is likened unto Egypt or slavery in America. So the Lord said he's going to send you into slavery or Egypt again. Go ahead.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right, and then again, it's an American dollar bill. A pyramid. Remember we said a sign and a wonder. So the Lord, we didn't read it, but in verse 46 it says, for a sign and a wonder. So this when we read this Bible to our people, it identifies with our spirit.
Why do they have to pay?
Because this is Egypt, brother. Spiritually. Got the
Why
children.
they put no money though?
I mean, because everybody, hey, the Lord, why? I can't really give you a clear answer. I can give you an answer speaking as a man. We was going to see this at one point in time. You need this. Because if they would have hit it somewhere, you know, it's all about the design of the Most High. Everybody has seen, this is spirit. When you read Revelation, America is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. And both of them was destroyed. As soon as our people wake up and repent, this place will be gone.
Alright, so how was they able to like switch it up there and make everybody forget that?
That's a good question. Let me finish this off. Go
It
ahead.
says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships,
All right, what you did, go ahead.
by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Uh-huh.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Uh-huh.
And there you should be sold unto your enemies,
Uh-huh.
for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
Right, and we was so, now when that word buy means nobody's going to come and save us and redeem us out of captivity. But the Messiah, I'm going to get the image. But I want to ask me that question one more time.
I said, how did alright, so if we're the Israelites, how did people forget that? And
Well-
and how come people don't grow with that?
Well, we the only people that really forgot. The other nations, they know.
How is that possible?
Well, I'm going to show you a precept, but they know because, and we're going to get Judah 5 too. The other nations, they know. They don't want us to know. A lot of the Iranians, they know for sure. They'll even tell you. Like, yeah, you the real Jew, but once we come to that fact and really get serious about serving Yahweh, the Lord comes deliver us, and then we're on top. So while we're at the bottom, they stay on top. So why would you tell them? No, I wouldn't tell them, because I know once they know, that's it. My
They
kingdom,
control everything.
huh?
They control everything.
Yeah, well, for now, but we're gonna control everything. But and righteousness stuff, like the kingdom of heaven, bro, it's gonna be beautiful. But you gotta understand, it's not some place floating. Now there's a heavens. There's actually 3 heavens. You got the heavens, and then the heavens above the heavens where the Lord dwells. But the kingdom of heaven is rulership with these people ruling the earth, pushing God's law, teaching the nations. We'll get there, but we got to teach our people first. And you got to be fully persuaded in your own mind. All we can do is just show you. What?
And it's Psalms 83 and verse number 1.
Uh-huh.
Keep not thou silence, O God.
And when you read the Psalms too, it's King David begging the Most High to deliver him for vengeance on his enemies. All throughout the Psalms. Remember, we started off before, the Bible is a history book tracking a righteous lineage, all the way from Genesis, all the way down to Revelation. What?
It says, hold not thy peace,
Uh-huh.
and be not still, O God.
Right?
For lo, thy enemies
Right.
make a tumult,
So God has enemies. The other nations are God's enemies, and He gonna name them. What?
and they that hate thee
Right.
have lifted up the head.
So the other nations hate the Most High God. How do they really show the Lord they hate Him? Or how they treat our people? The United Nations. Why don't we have a seat at the United Nations? What are they talking about? We have no voice in the United Nations. Go ahead. We're gonna show you what they're talking about. Go ahead.
They have taken crafty counsel
Right.
against thy people.
Right, them think tanks and things of that nature. These and then it's they say it, but can we prove it for sure? No, but I heard it from multiple sources. The rap music and the prison system, they work hand in hand. that's one of the things that a crafty
Because
council.
they make money from them.
And of course they do.
They make money.
Of
from
course
all
they
that.
do. It's hand in hand. That's a part of the crafty council. Now I can say it again. I've seen it. I read it, but I can't prove it. They said Sexy Red is a CIA agent.
I believe she's like I feel like she's famous to push her agenda. That's
So
it.
exact. So basically, yeah. So you could say she is a CIA agent because you think about like like Malcolm X and Fred Hampton,
Yeah.
the COINTELPRO. They was put there to bring everything down. But what we're doing
You
here,
think Michael actually?
COINTELPRO. You ever read about COINTELPRO? The government basically killed Fred Hampton. And the government, this government,
Malcolm X, right?
absolutely,
And Martin
all of them.
Luther.
All what J. Edgar Hoover said? He said there'll never be a black messiah unless we invent one. The president of America said that. But we have one black messiah. He's coming back to get us. Who the world calls Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shine. He's coming to get us. And they know it, but they're not going to tell us. Go ahead.
It says they have taken crafty counsel
Uh-huh.
against thy people
Right?
and consulted against thy hidden
Well,
ones.
this is a council amongst all the other nations, which is, remember, it's not that many. You read Genesis 10 and 11, it gives you a breakdown of the nations. I just read it. Not that many of them. All of them came together and said what?
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Right, let's give them black. Remember, I don't remember the dates and the times, but our nationality changes every so much, couple 30, 40 years. It was colored, Negro, nigger, stick, wetback, monkey, cool, Afro-American, African-American, foundational Black American. It switched, but they ran out of stuff.
Now we're just what?
Now we just whatever now. We're just black, but we're really the children of Israel. They ran out of things because this kingdom is played out. It's done. Remember, America's 250th anniversary is next year. When you look up the average lifespan of a nation, it only lasts really 250 years. So this place is done. This place is done. We're watching. You go about how Rome fell. America is revised Roman Empire. It's falling all over again. So it's falling. Once,
I feel like it's the economy too.
it's definitely the economy. The government shut down right now as we speak. And the dude, I forgot his name, but the spokesman, he was saying it may not ever open up. We don't know, but he's for sure, he's broadcasting, projecting that it's going to be longer than the one in 2018.
Yeah. In my
35 days. And people, people is going to start losing their mind. But that's what the Bible said will happen. Before the Lord comes back, this place is going to be unrecognizable. We're going to get to that. What?
It says they have said,
Right.
come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
So again, we forgot, they didn't forget. They're the reason why we don't know. But again, too, the Lord gave them that power for a certain amount of time. Right?
that the name of Israel may be in no more in remembrance.
Right, and what's beautiful is too, what they did was, once we got kicked out of our land in 70 AD, you can look all this stuff up. Once the real Jews got kicked out of that land, they planted a people in that land from Europe, and they called themselves Jewish. So they had to keep the lie going. That's why everything America do is linked up with Israel. Israel really owned America. America can't do nothing without Israel, because they got Israel secret. They got the real people of the Most High here. This is a big prison camp. It's really what it is, go ahead.
It says, for they have consulted together with one consent.
Saying what?
They are confederate against thee.
Right, that's the true confederacy in the Bible. The nations are confederate to keep us not knowing who we are. Go ahead.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The Edom, when you go into Edom, Edom means red. What people on the earth is, their skin is red. Exactly. So-called white man. He's the Edomites. They know that, but they want to run from that because they understand the judgment that the Lord has written on the nation of Edom. So Edom, go ahead.
The tabernacles of Edom.
All right, who else?
And the Ishmaelites.
Ishmaelites, you go into, just act. Now, I don't know, maybe you got a Arab friend. Ask him. You go back to Ishmael, he gonna say you. The Arab, go ahead.
Of Moab.
Moab, you just seen the so-called Chinese man. And what really proves that is the Moabite archaeology. They look just like Jet Li in there. Just look up the Moabite archaeology. Go ahead.
And the Hagarenes.
The Hagarenes, all, and these goes into the Hamitic, the African nation. Go ahead.
Gabal.
Gabal, yep.
And Ammon.
Ammon will be the Japanese. Go ahead.
And Amalek.
Amalek, right? The top enemy of Amalek is the man that rules in the land today. Amalek is the top Edomite tribe, the Jewish man. Go ahead.
The Philistines.
Right, the Philistines, again, the ancient Palestinians, which will be the Africans. Go ahead.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Right, Tyre and Zidon, the Africans. And that's who sold us from the west coast of Africa to the Grecians to be the Edomites today. So I'm gonna get one more to answer that question. Judas chapter 5. So the nations know we just forgot. But now the prophecy is that in the last days we will remember ourselves and call to Yahweh through the son Yahweh Shah. Go ahead.
This is the book of Judah chapter 5 verse number
You
17.
get straight to the point.
It says,
You gotta give me the 17. Yeah, go ahead.
it says, and whilst they sin not before their God.
So again, while we don't sin, so one of the main things we're teaching is we got to teach you what sin is. Sin is what God has put in captivity. Sin is what God has strayed away from the Most High. So we come out and teach our people to repent and turn from sin. Not like the church, not like plantation Christianity. Sin is breaking God's law. So we come out and teach the law. What?
It says, and whilst they sin not against before their God,
Right.
they prosper.
Right? And we're sinning against the Most High. So now we're not prospering. What?
Because the God that hateth iniquity was with them.
God hates, right?
Because the God that hateth iniquity was with them.
The God of the Bible hates when we're doing evil. That's why he allows people to have the truth. What?
But when they departed from the way,
Right?
which he appointed them,
Right?
they were destroyed in many battles.
Let me go see what the other nations got going on. We started dying. What?
Very sore. And we're led captive into a land that was not theirs.
I mean, a lot of lands, but right now we in the What?
And the temple of their God was cast to the ground.
Uh-huh.
And their cities were taken by the enemies.
All right?
Jumping down to verse number 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor,
All right?
if there be any error in this people,
All right?
and they sin against their God,
All right?
let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
Remember, they read this Bible before we. That's why we couldn't read this Bible in slavery. Because we would have put the link together like this is us. Salvation is for us. God's coming to punish our enemies. So they said, look, if there's sin and they going off, we could rule over them. Remember, sin is we the supermen of the earth. We the chosen people of the Most High. Sin is a kryptonite. So that's why they set up these churches. You got a church, liquor store, church, liquor store, liquor store, church. So when you go to church on Sunday, they say, look, you just come as you are. You don't have to keep the law. They're set up by the government, so because once we sin, our communities stay messed up, these curses stay haunting us, and they continue to rule this wicked world. So we got to stop sinning, keep the law of the Most High. But
Let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
our nation is ruined. Again, as a whole, we're ruined. And then we can't be like the Jay-Z's of the world, and we can't just do, I got, no, it's really, the Lord wasn't like that. The Lord cared for his people. So once we make it as a whole, whether the righteous elect make it, then we all make it. Right?
It says, let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
Right? And that's what they did. They overcame us. Right?
But if there be no iniquity in their nation,
Uh-huh.
let my Lord now pass by,
Right.
lest their Lord defend them.
And that's what we're coming back to. We're
God
coming
the
back
word.
to
Let
the
me hear the word
Lord.
of God.
Right, we're
Fuck
coming
that
back
shit.
to
I'm
the
the word of
Lord.
God.
Teaching the Lord
Can I hear
to
this
turn
stuff,
our people
y'all?
to turn
Can I
from
hear this
sin.
stuff? Can I hear it? I'm just
If you
asking.
listen,
I'm listening.
if we turn back from sin and keeping the commandments, the Lord will defend us, and that's what the Lord about to do. He's about to defend His people, as He did in Egypt. Right?
It says, lest their Lord defend them,
Right?
and their God before them,
Right?
and we shall become a reproach before all the world.
And that's what's about to happen. The Lord's about to defend the Israelites, and all our enemies are about to become a reproach before all the world. Once we wake up from this captivity. That's it on there? Get Baruch, Baruch, in the land of captivities. So it's no doubt that we're in the land of our captivities to this day. And the Lord said, we're going to remember ourselves, not be called black no more, not be called Hispanic anymore, not be called Native American anymore. We're going to remember ourselves in the land of captivity. And that's Bible prophecy. Go ahead. And then we're going to show you the image. And then if you got anything else, go ahead.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3, and verse number 8.
Right?
Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
So they give us things like Juneteenth. Because what is Juneteenth about?
When you say they, do you mean Caucasian?
I mean Edomites. So-called Caucasians, but biblically Edomites.
I'm just asking.
No,
Cause
that's
I
fine.
ask. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm straight up person. I just got a Bible study. I want to hear what you got to say because I hear y'all preaching the word of God.
Right.
He preaching the Bible. I
Right,
wanna
well,
hear
we
y'all
out here
try
to
say.
answer questions, right? We out here to answer
Yeah.
questions. You say Caucasian, but the biblically, the Edomites.
Really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Go ahead.
Continuing on, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity,
So the Israelites are still in our captivity to this day. Go ahead.
where they have scattered us
Right?
for a reproach
Right?
and a curse,
Right?
and to be subject to payments.
And we're subject to payments. Right? I mean, the taxes, the Edomites, the Americans tax everybody, but really, who really gets the short end of the stick? The Israelites. Go ahead.
Yes.
Is it 10? Keep
How
reading.
happened?
Yeah, keep reading that.
It says, according to all the iniquities of our fathers.
Remember, and then see what people try to run away from this too. The Bible deals with one regeneration, but that's a lesson. Right? We got to get real deep into that. But we inherited the sins of our fathers, because we are our forefathers on a deep level. But our fathers sinned, and we're suffering for our forefathers' sins. That's why we in captivity. Go ahead.
It says, hear Israel, the commandments of life.
And that's what we teach you, the commandments of life. Remember, we need the word Torah, the first 5 books of Moses are instruction. That's how we live. So what are these churches set up, the government set up? It's to teach you again that the law was done away with, so they took our life away. And you look at the scriptures say where there's no law, right?
Yep.
The people perish. So that's why there's no law. And America doesn't push God's law.
They really don't.
We're
They really
pushing
don't.
God's law. That's
They
right.
really don't.
Right, America. That's
They
why.
don't make a damn who you is. They don't.
No, that's why America is falling, and that's why we fell as a nation of people. Go ahead.
It says, give ear to understand wisdom.
Right.
How happened it, Israel?
So the Lord said, how did it happen? Remember the Lord. What did the Lord say? Who did the Lord say the Israelites are? Are they equal to everybody? What are they? Above everybody. So the Lord said, how did this happen? Go ahead.
How happened it, Israel?
Right.
That thou art in thy enemy's
The
land.
Lord said, how did you get in your enemy's land? The Lord knows, but the Bible is filled with rhetorical questions. The Lord wants us to think. Go ahead.
That thou art waxing old in a strange country.
And that's what we're doing. We're waxing old in America. Generation after generation, we're serving a false image of the Messiah. Filling up these prison houses. Uncle teaching you how to sell crack. And then baby mama drama. All just destroyed. Go ahead.
That thou art defiled with the dead.
Right? So, right? That now follows that. Now the Messiah. Let's get to the image of the Messiah. Revelation 1.
Can I ask you a question?
What's your question?
Now I'm being honest. Right? So, like, I actually fuck with y'all. Y'all actually being honest about what y'all saying.
Right.
Because I hate this government.
Right, us too.
But like, do y'all agree that some white people are fucking cool too? Like some white people fucking with God too? Because God is real. And God created every race of people equally.
Well, that's
but
not
people don't always take that though.
Well, I'm gonna read you a Bible verse. I read it to the
All right,
you
just
know.
let me know. Can I jump to y'all too?
I mean, no.
Well, I'm just telling you, I want to hear what y'all
Why
have
you
to
want to
say.
drink in public?
I don't care about no public. They don't care about what they drink in public, do they?
All right, hold on. Go ahead. Hold on.
John, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse number 1.
Uh-huh.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
All right, so this is the revealing of Jesus Christ. Remember, he had a Hebrew name. We don't, man, I don't gotta, I'm supposed to get flyers. I had to eat me up one night, but the name of the Lord is Yahweh Shai in the Hebrew. Go ahead.
Verse number 14.
Right? Who is this? This one the side look like?
We don't know who he looks like. He looks like
Well, let's read it. We're going to read it. We're just going to simply read the Bible. Go ahead.
Verse number 14.
Uh-huh.
His head
Right?
and his hairs were white like wool.
Yeah, woolly hair. So it's showing you the texture of his hair. Mind you, we proved to you, or we tried to anyway, that the people of the Lord are the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanic, and natives. They have woolly hair like a sheep, right? Is this hair like the sheep? You know, a sheep got like, if you put a comb through a sheep hair, it's going to get stuck. So you have nappy hair. Go ahead. Oh, let this. Hope you don't got to save nobody's life. Driving like that.
They're definitely going to save somebody's life.
All right. Last one, brother. Last one.
It
All
says, as white as snow,
Right?
and his eyes was a flame of fire,
Right?
and his feet were like unto fine brass.
What color is brass, brother? Brass. What color is it?
It's like brown.
It's brown. It is brown.
Savior.
Right? This is not Jesus Christ. Oh,
It says,
Right.
as if they burned in a furnace.
His skin is brass, as if it burned in a furnace, right? You see? Read it one more time.
It says, and his
See,
feet,
remember this image deceived the whole world. Go ahead.
and his feet
Right.
like unto fine brass,
Brass is brown. This is red. Go ahead.
as if they burned in a
So he
furnace.
was so brown as if he burned in a furnace. And how did he sound when he talked?
And his voice as the sound of many waters.
Does it look like this that we just read, or does it look like this? See that, right? This is the guy that's coming back for his people. The world is gonna have heart. People is gonna faint when this man visits this earth. You gotta understand that. You see? Because you don't. This guy said you could come as you are, do whatever you want to do. This guy said in Luke 19:27, read the brother with this. His words. Now, We don't know exactly what he looked like, but we just read the Bible and it looked just like this. All right? I believe as a man that he looked more fierce than this. Because when you read Isaiah, the 52nd chapter, it said his visage was so marred than any other sons of men. But you got to understand that the things that the Lord went through, he got beat all night long from his own people. They beat him all night long.
Can I say something?
Then
to you?
hold on. Then he got to the Romans, and then they beat him. So he got beat all night long. So the Lord's face is jacked up.
Can I ask you a question?
After we read this, yo.
This is Luke 19, verse 27.
Red letter. Show the brother this red letter. The Lord is speaking. So this guy said you could come as you are. You read his image. This is what he looked like. And this is one of his last words that he said before he ascended up on high. But he's coming back. Go ahead.
But those my enemies.
The Lord said, those his enemies. Remember, if you're not keeping the king's commandments, you're an enemy. What happens if you break the commandments of America? You consider an enemy. Or the 13th Amendment says you're a slave.
Right, so how do I know if I'm not breaking it?
We don't know, but we gonna see before you go, because that's one of the things that we really got to do. Go ahead.
It says, which would not thou shalt reign over them.
Right?
Bring hither
Huh?
and slay them before me.
The Lord said, bring them here and kill them before me, like a king execution. Because the Lord, when you read the prophecies of the Lord coming back, he's coming back. When you read Revelation 14 and verse number 20, it says that there's going to be so much blood. It's a simile from here to 180. So basically from here to Raleigh, he considered that's how much blood is going to be shed. Now, if you're breaking the commandments, we'll give you one commandment, Leviticus 11 and 7. We'll see. We don't know. We'll give you two. We'll give you three. We'll give you three. All right?
All right, this is the book of Leviticus 11 and verse number 7.
All right?
And the swine.
What's swine, brother?
Swine is, what is it?
It's an animal.
Oh, the bird.
No, not swine. It's pig.
Okay.
Right? Should we eat pig?
That's not good to.
Do you eat pig?
Yeah, I do.
So you didn't sin. But you got a chance to get right. So, and the swan, go ahead. Gotta prove it now, go ahead.
And the swine,
Right.
though he divide the hoof,
Right, though it divided, it looked like a clean animal like you should. Because remember, the Lord created clean beasts and unclean beasts. So the foot looks like a clean animal, but it's not. Go ahead.
and be cloven-footed,
That's the cloven foot. Go ahead.
yet he took not the
The
cud.
pig is a garbage disposal. Like the pig will literally eat anything. If it's hungry enough. The pig will literally eat anything. The Lord created to clean up the earth. Go ahead.
He is unclean to you.
Be unclean to. Remember the children of Israel. And we was given that in captivity. Because the nations know, we read it. They know if we in sin, we stay down. So what do they give us? They give us pig. The Edomites gave us pig. Go ahead.
It says, of their flesh
Right.
shall ye not eat,
Of their flesh, the Lord don't want his people eating that. Go ahead.
and their carcass shall ye not touch.
Right?
They are unclean to you.
So the Lord said, leave it alone. Now we're going to give you two more. Go ahead. Yeah, proceed on.
These shall ye eat of all that's in the waters.
So if it come out of the waters now, go ahead.
Whatsoever hath fins
Right.
and scales,
Right?
in the waters,
Right.
and in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
So we got to have fins and scales to come out of the waters. It's
So
on,
like, what, eating fish?
that's it. But that fish must have fins, visibly fins and scales. But what don't, shrimp? All the things our people love, and I'm telling you, everything our people love is sinning
You
against the
say
Most
our
High.
people, you mean black people? I mean,
So-
you keep it gangster, just keep it
Now,
real.
keep-
That's what you're saying.
so-
That's
so-called.
everything you're saying, you're looking at him talking, but you're
Not
looking
good,
at me.
but I'm
I'm listening to you because I want to hear the knowledge you got to give.
I'm gonna get to you. But the brother about to go, I'm getting him 3 commandments because the Bible is directed to one nation of people,
Okay.
the Israelites.
Israel.
The Israelites, that's right. So that's 2. So only gotta have fins and scales.
But did it not say in the Bible that, can I ask you a question?
Hold on. Yeah,
I don't
hold
care
it,
about
hold
no
it, please,
color,
please.
though.
The
But
Lord
like-
don't either, but let me get one more commandment.
All right, yeah.
Don't forget.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to you. No, I'm listening to
All
you.
right, go ahead. Get Leviticus 19 and 17.
All right.
27.
This is the book of Leviticus 19 and verse number 27.
Right.
You should not round the corners of your head.
Right, so if your hair happen to fall out, you gotta keep it low, keep it cut. My hair fell out, keep it low. You don't get the Michael Jordan, right? Or you don't get the lines and all that. You don't cut into your natural line, right? Because the Lord said, well, hold it. Go ahead.
It says, neither shalt thou mar in the corners of thy beard.
Can you grow your whole beard out?
Yeah.
You gotta grow it all the way out.
You gotta come, you gotta.
All right, okay. Well, whatever grow, don't shave it for nobody. Not no woman, not no job. All right? So you gotta grow your beard out, go ahead.
It says, ye should not make any cuttings in your flesh for the
You
dead.
don't cut yourself like the other nations do, like the Africans do, the Chinese do. You don't cut yourself like they do. Go ahead.
Nor print any marks upon you.
What's marks upon your skin?
Tattoos.
No tattoos. You don't got
I
none, do you?
have one.
Don't
I
get
have
no more.
one.
Don't get no more. That's 3 commandments. Is that too hard for the power that
That's
parted
not
the
that.
Red Sea? Remember, and that's how you show the Lord you love him. So are you in sin? So
Kinda, yeah.
So you got some things you got to work on now as an
Yeah.
Israelite. See? And it's not that hard. The Lord said, get one more for the brother. 1 John, you know I one, right?
Okay, I was thinking more like internal though, like a sense that I got internal.
Eternal? It
Like
ain't
more
really.
like you know, like lust and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, lust, you're going to deal with that until the Lord comes. But you
to have that.
yeah, well, yeah, are you dealing with internal? Yeah, lust, you're going to deal with lust forever, man.
I
Especially
feel like
like,
that's sin.
it is.
Attached to it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Now,
I get the fish though, for sure.
yeah, tattoo. And it's days that you're supposed to keep holy, days you're not supposed to keep holy. But keeping the commandments will help with the internal. You got to start keeping it, because remember, you got to keep the external before you change it to another man.
Yeah.
But it definitely it'll get easier over time. But the Lord, you got to be obedient. Then the Lord will change your mind. Go ahead. Go ahead, keep reading. What you want? What I want? Go ahead.
Now this book of 1 John chapter 5 verse number 3.
That's it, yeah.
For this is the love of God,
All right, so this is how you show God you love him. Go ahead.
that we keep his commandments.
Right?
And his commandments are not grievous.
None of the commandments is hard. None of them. We read all of them. We read them all the time. We teach our people all the time. We read them all the time. No commandment is hard to keep. So we gave you 3.
Alright, what's something y'all want me to like remember? Like spread.
Okay.
Lord name.
Let's get the Lord name. Psalm 83 and 18. If you don't remember anything, you gotta remember the Lord's name. It's not Jehovah. The letter J was just invented in 1527.
500 years ago.
15.
I'm a guy get about 500 years ago.
Yeah.
The Y was put in place. The J was put in place of the Y.
So what's the Lord's name in the Hebrew?
Yahweh, Yeshua.
He close. But that's
Look,
that's
I'm
the,
just keeping it real.
Well, I feel
like I just don't like the fact of the matter. I like you, and I like you, and I like you. The fact of the matter is, I respect all human beings as the way they come, and what you telling is the truth about what God's word said.
right.
The fact of the matter is why is all everything like towards white people.
Let me show you. Now, I said it. I'm gonna be a man of my
You
word.
gotta be a man about it.
I
Be a man about it.
I gotta
I ain't gonna be mad about it.
Really
I'm not
ain't
gonna be
even-
mad about it. Yes, the
it's
fuck
not
it is.
even
I ain't gonna be
really
mad about it.
technically like white people.
Let me hear what he got to say. Hold on.
He right, but look. So I'm gonna give him. What we say we're gonna give him?
The name.
The name and then. All right. Is you okay with that, brother? Because I don't want to be rude. I was talking.
No, you ain't gotta be rude. I respect what you
Okay.
said.
Yeah,
It
you
don't
ask-
matter
you
what
ask
y'all
valid
teach.
questions. You ask
It don't
valid
matter what you teach. I'm still want to learn. I want to learn what y'all got to say.
Okay.
You're
All
actually
right. Go ahead.
Now this Psalms 83 verse number 18.
Uh huh.
That men may know
Right.
that thou who name alone is Yahweh,
Right.
art the most high over all the earth.
Now, when you read that, it's Jevo, right? Jeho. Read it. Spell it out.
It says Jehovaah.
Ho. V-A-A-H. Now, in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, there was no J, and there was no V, and there was no, what am I missing? No E. So when you read the Tetragrammaton, you have it right here, the Tetragrammaton. This was found all in Israel. This was found in New Mexico. This was found in Tennessee. It's called the ancient Paleo Hebrew. It's known as the Tetragrammaton. So YHWH. But what you will replace with them vowels, the ancient Paleo Hebrew language had no vowel points, no vowels. It's a simple language. So it will be Yahweh. That's God's name in the Paleo Hebrew. And then how you say it in English, in the Lord's name, it would be Yahweh Shai. It's simple.
Just say.
It's just simple. And you look it up. Look up. Go look up.
So when I say Jesus, you're not talking to God.
You're not talking to the Lord, no.
I'm talking to
Yahshua
Well,
Messiah.
in your ignorance.
Is it Yahshua Messiah?
It's Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai. In the Hebrew, now you know. Now you got to call in the true name.
That's
Can
what
you
I'm
show
saying.
me
No,
where I
no,
can
I'm
find
saying.
any of that?
We just showed
Yeah.
you. You got to go into different, because mind you, we spoke
I'm
Hebrew.
not. One thing about me is I like to ask questions. I'm a very
I'm
smart
gonna answer
learner.
them. If I
And
got
I
an
like
answer,
you because of that.
I'm-
I want to know, like, okay, well, Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
Now, where can I find out in the Bible?
You got to go into the Hebrew.
Different version.
Well, no, you just got to tap into the Hebrew, because the Bible was written in Hebrew.
Facts. Facts. I like what you're saying. Facts.
You got any other questions, brother? So now we got to deal with his question now. Now, where should we go?
I want to ask y'all a
Let's
question.
go to Genesis 25.
No, I want to ask y'all a question. Look, no, I want to ask y'all a question. Keeping it real.
We're going to answer with the Bible.
Because
though.
like when I see people grouped up talking about religious purposes, I want to ask questions.
But we're going to go to the Bible.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all. Hold up now. You got this thing right here talking
that?
about
yeah.
man religion, talking about all these
Oh, yeah.
white folks.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't got not one black person on here.
Because
You got this right here talking about in the image of the beast. You ain't got not one black person. You got right here talking about we all going down to different
Y'all be
denominations.
safe, man.
all right, brother, you
Appreciate
too.
y'all so
All right,
much,
King,
bro.
you're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, brother. All right?
All right, King.
All right, King. Now, the only reason,
bro.
not
All right,
because,
man.
now,